I'm gonna play a game or make a parody, or maybe just a new video. It's Rivero.
Devlog.
Who in their right mind forgets they have a green chair and green headphones and buys a green screen and forgets completely? Me, that's who. Welcome to my first devlog. Now, you may have heard about this before from some videos that I've talked about it and also my Discord, but I am currently working on a game, and it's pretty ambitious, but I think I'll pull through. We'll figure it out as we go. This is what I have as a basic idea so far. Yes, that's a picture from Adventure Time. It's an item that I'll show off later in the video, but let's take a moment to appreciate what I wrote. This is a Taco Bell napkin. The description reads: forestry grapple hook / Rex's salvager arm type thing, like a tree thing. Finn's grass arm can shoot and hit things, but also grab and take the player to things. Can loosen rubble and make stuff fall to open paths. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. For those who don't know, this game has a few key ideas that I'm trying to incorporate. I want 3 main areas, 3 dungeons, 3 items, and 3 bosses, with story and side quests included, hopefully. Starting off, I actually already have a basic temporary character created to practice with. The issues I faced, and I think I'm still facing, it's been a while, are rigging and animating him. As you can see, I have successfully rigged him, but I can't just replace him with the template I use now. Why? I don't know! Well, I do, but it's complicated. Starting off, I can't add animation to it in Unity. Apparently that has to be done in Maya / the modeling software. Success! No. You see, the mesh can't be edited, or it breaks in Unity. Works fine in Maya still, but not in Unity. Thanks, Unity. I don't know, it's just complicated. It's so much to figure out. So what happens if I need to make changes to the mesh? I want to be honest, I think I figured it out, but I already forgot, since it's been a while since I've worked on this guy. I do know how to add and change clothes to the mesh though, at least, so that's cool. Look, I gave the worm a sweater. Next up is just a quick look at the terrain blockout I started with. I used Unity terrain to make it, then I exported it into Maya. That was a whole situation. Apparently turning a terrain into an object is not that easy. After that, I recreated the separate meshes to make it smoother, and then next is where I'm stuck again. Basically, I want to add paths to the terrain, right? Well, it's not that easy. When is it ever? What I have here looks nice, but it's using a separate texture for this object versus the other objects, so I don't want to make a texture for every single mesh. More on that later. Next, let's go on to the one item I mentioned before, the vine grapple. This was my first concept art. What was that noise? Yeah, it's not good. Let this be a lesson to not let your failures bring you down, but use them to learn and advance from them. Because this literally was my first attempt, and it's so bad. After several changes and references to hands with gloves on, I ended up with this. I mean, it's better. So I got a basic enough idea and decided to make a 3D model of it. The textures suck though. And this was the moment. The moment where I got Substance Designer! This is what I made after watching a beginner's tutorial video. Basically a dirt texture with sticks and rocks on it. So I started with making a log texture for both trees and the base of the vine grapple. This is how it turned out. Unfortunately, an issue with this is that it turns out to look like this in Maya. And then here it is in Unity. I had to figure out what I needed to do to make them all look the same so my expectations weren't betrayed. I won't deny though, the vine grapple with the new texture does look pretty awesome. Anyways, I figured that out for the most part. The one in Maya still looks a little weird, and moved on to making a grass texture. I applied it to the terrain and ended up with another issue of difference in texture because terrains use something called a dot terrain layer instead of like a normal material, which doesn't give the option for certain maps such as the ambient occlusion, the normal maps, the gruffness, all those crap. And that's where I'm at so far. I need to add animations to my player, I need to make more materials and models, and I need to know how to freaking add a path to a terrain! It might be a bit before my next devlog. I am recording this 2 days before my class starts, which is an intersession class, meaning I take it over the winter, and it's 2 weeks long, so I'm taking a semester-long class in 2 weeks. I've done this before, so it should be fine. But after that 2-week class, I go straight back to college for the semester. I also have a plan. I also have a skit planned for the next video, so stay tuned for that. And to close things off, I have one more thing to show you that I created. Tree. Let it be known for anyone who doesn't think this is much progress, that worm, yeah, that one, that took 8 hours to make animated through Maya. And that's not even counting the clothes that I added to it. That was a whole separate thing.